Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Halti Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Halti Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. The Ethereum network is one of the largest blockchain networks available. Here are the tokenomics for ETH, the token of the Ethereum network. There are three constituents in the Ethereum community as follows: users who hold ETH as either investors or application users of the network, miners who process the transaction on the network which generates new ETH, and stakers who invest funds in exchange for ETH for verifying the transactions. Users pay a transaction fee to the miners and a tip fee to the stakers for use of the network, which decreases the supply of ETH. Miners generate new ETH in exchange for processing transaction, which increases the supply. The tokenomics can be measured by reviewing the total number of active addresses holding Ethereum and the number of transactions. The applications running on the Ethereum network also point to the strength of the chain. Too much demand inflates the price of the token. Too many new tokens generated deflates the price of the token. A good tokenomics system keeps a balance between supply and demand, achieving equilibrium. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start listening to today. Halti Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.